friends. Today we are going to discuss about the staining techniques which are used in the microbiology laboratory. So staining techniques, they are found to be very much important for the observation of these microorganisms. So in the natural state, these microorganisms, they are transparent, they are colorless, and they are to use different staining methods for the visualization of these microorganisms. So when we have to visualize these microorganisms, if we have to see the size, shape and arrangement of the bacterial cell, then we have to use the proper staining technique. So the staining techniques, they are found to be very important in the observing morphology of the bacterial cell, to observe the size of the bacteria, to observe the shape of the bacteria, and to study the arrangement of the bacterial cells. And by this staining technique, we can visualize these microorganisms, we can study these microorganisms, and these staining techniques, they are very helpful in the identification of the bacteria. They are very helpful in the classification of bacteria. So identification and classification of the bacteria is made possible with the help of this staining technique. So in microbiology, there are different staining methods that includes simple staining, then negative staining and gram staining. So all these staining techniques we are going to study one by one. So first of all, the simple staining technique. The name of the simple stain, it indicates that the staining procedure, it is very simple. It is very easy to perform, and that's why the name of the staining technique, it is simple staining. This staining technique, it is also called as monochrome staining technique, because in this staining technique only one stain it is used. In this staining technique only one stain it is used, so that's why it is called as monochrome staining technique, or it is also called as a simple staining technique. And by this staining method, we are able to visualize the microorganisms. So we can visualize the size, shape and arrangement of the bacterial cell. So the size, shape and arrangement of the bacterial cell, they can be seen by this staining technique methods. And for this staining technique methods, there are certain requirements. So for this staining technique, as I told, we need a preparation of bacterial smear. So we need a culture of bacteria, and then we have to make a smear. And after the preparation of bacterial smear, the second most important step, it is heat fixation. And after the heat fixation, then there is staining procedure. And for this staining technique, the basic stains are used for this simple staining. Basic stains, they are used. So basic stains such as methylene blue, then crystal violet and safranin, such kind of basic stains, they are used for this simple staining procedure. Because the charge on the bacterial cell surface, it is negative, and when we use the basic stains, so the basic stains, they will be a positive charge, and when we apply that stain onto the cell, onto the smear, so that will be absorbed by the cell, that will be penetrated into the cell, and the cell will be colored. So one thing we have to keep in mind, that we have to use basic stains for the staining techniques, the stains which bear positive charge, because onto the cell surface there is a negative charge, and then only the stain it will be penetrated into the cell, and we can see, we can observe that particular cell. And there are variety of stains, they are used. So stain, it is an organic compound which is used for the staining, and that is containing benzene and chromophore and also chrome group. So that is what the stains, and different types of the stains, they are used for this staining technique, such as acidic stain, basic stains. But for the simple stain, only the basic stain it is used for the simple staining. Now we are going to study the procedure of the simple staining. So we have already prepared the bacterial smear. Now we have to flood the slide with the stain. We have to flood the slide with the basic stain. So you have to place this slide onto this staining tray. So we have placed that slide onto the staining tray, and then we have to take a basic stain. Suppose we have taken a crystal violet. So with the help of this dropper, we have taken the stain and we have to flood the slide, flood the smear with this stain. So keep in mind that you have to pour this stain only in the marking area. Okay, so we have flooded the slide, we have flooded the smear with the stain, and now allow it to stand for 1 minute. So within the 1 minute time duration, the stain it will be absorbed onto the cell, and the cell it will be colored. And after 1 minute, then we have to wash the slide gently under the running tap water to remove the excess water. So this is the first step in the staining procedure. So we have added crystal violet and we are allowing it to keep for 1 minute, and then we are going to wash it. So after 1 minute, we have to wash the slide gently under running tap water. You have to wash the slide gently under running tap water to remove excess stain, and care should be taken that the label should not be removed. So the excess stain it will be removed by this gently washing under the tap water. We have to hold the slide parallel to the stream of the water. Then we can see that so such kind of the smear it is appearing there, and that is a thin film which is formed, and then we can observe it under the microscope. So we have to observe this slide under the microscope. So we have to observe under the oil immersion objective under the 100x, and after observing the slide under the 100x, then we can see the morphology of the cell, the typical morphology of the cell, that is how is the size of bacteria, how is the shape of bacteria, how is the arrangement of bacterial cell, so that we can see with the help of this simple staining procedure. Thank you.